Hello and welcome to our 2021 Spring Athletic Awards, and also greetings from the ivy-covered wall in left field at Porterfield Ballpark. Thank you for taking a few moments of your time to hear what I have to say about the varsity baseball season. Before I begin, I want to say thank you to our parents for their unwavering support and assistance with our team. A special shout out to Angelique and Paul Yeaman for supplying our team lunches for away games all season long. Thank you to Dr. Proctor for your love of athletics, and our athletic director, Blair Trail, and her staff, Tracy Schaefer and Chris Pollock, for all the work that it took to pull off a robust spring season of athletics during a pandemic year. Thank you to our facilities department and our athletic boosters. And finally, thank you faculty for your patience and support of these student athletes and a program that is knitted into the fabric of North Cross School. It could not happen without your support in and out of the classroom. I want to take a few moments in this speech to recall the ebb and flow of our season. I want to also celebrate the dynamic nature of this team by highlighting some key accomplishments of this past season. And finally, I want to hit on the groundwork this team has laid for the future of Raider baseball. The 2021 season actually began in the fall of 2020 with a short month-long October season that set the stage for a very talented group of players to come out swinging this past March. And they certainly came out swinging. In our first 13 games, we outscored our opponents 155 to 57 and finished that stretch with 9 wins and 4 losses. The Raiders then went on to play 5 games in 10 days, which culminated in a long road trip. After dropping the first 4 of those games, we found ourselves needing a win and, even more importantly, a rest. We finished that road trip showing our resilience with a much-needed and deserved win over Trinity Christian, and earned a week-long rest that resulted in a huge win, 15-3 over Fuqua at home as we wrapped up the regular season. It was certainly a hard pill to swallow not to play Carlisle for our conference championship. But I want to celebrate the fact this team achieved some very impressive milestones for Raider baseball this season, such as, after moving up to the toughest division in state baseball just 2 years ago, we qualified for Division II state playoffs for the second time in those 2 seasons that we've been playing there. Earlier I mentioned this team was dynamic, and usually that means you can hit, and we certainly did that, breaking the record for team batting average in a season by 10 points, setting the new mark at an impressive 368. We set a new team record for most runs in a season with 209, breaking that previous record by 3, but doing it with 1 less game played. We set the record for the highest on-base percentage at 475, previously 447. We set the record for the most extra base hits with 68, beating the old record of 61. 51 of those 68 extra base hits were doubles, also a new record, shattering the previous record of 36. This was also the first year we've ever had 8 players finish the year with pitching stats or pitching appearances. That's unheard of, but it speaks to the versatility and the willingness of each of those players to step up and do whatever it takes. A couple more notable marks. We also racked up the second highest number of stolen bases in a year with 84, and finished defensively by tying the 4th highest fielding percentage in Raider history at 92+%. I don't want anyone to miss the fact that the dynamic nature of this team was anchored by its leadership. Our 3 seniors not only led this team in attitude and effort, their careers have collectively combined for 41 wins in 4 seasons and qualifying for the state playoffs in 3 of those 4 seasons. All 3 led this team as captains while having their most successful seasons at the plate and in the field. They did this while adding to the foundation for the future of Raider baseball with their determination, their humility, their unselfish play, and their just plain grit. Also key in laying the groundwork for next year were our 3 juniors, who scored 32% of our runs, and each having their best year at the plate. The foundation for future Raider successes has certainly been laid by the 6 upperclassmen, and combined with our talented underclassmen, we have a bright future at Porterfield Ballpark. Thank you, team, for your resilience through the victories, defeats, and challenges we tackled together this past season. Preparation for next season begins now. We are already setting personal and team goals, Let's commit to the hard work it takes to achieve these goals and come back bigger, faster, stronger, and tougher for an even more dynamic season in 2022. Thank you. Before I end, I also want to say congratulations to our 3 all-conference players. For first team all-conference was Davis Yeaman, Turner McCoy, and Connor Lang. Congratulations. This year's Coaches Award goes to a young man who has given 6 years to the Raiders baseball program. This senior captain embodied all the intangible qualities we desire our student athletes at North Cross to have, and even more specifically, your own children. From his competitive spirit to his team spirit, he gives 100%. He cares about winning and doing whatever he can to make that happen. Drew Jensen also cares about his teammates, volunteering to come out of games to give the younger players an opportunity to play, as well as modeling that being helpful to his coaching staff is a desirable trait to aspire to. Drew Jensen did all this. He never complained about batting 9th in the lineup. He made himself into a merciless 9-spot hitter, batting .345 and getting on base 43% of the time. He was fearless on the bases, scoring 16 runs and stealing 14 bases. And finally, he earned a Gold Glove as the team's only starter with a perfect fielding percentage. One other small detail I need to mention about Drew. He turned himself into a real, effective high school pitcher, pitching in 16 of our 21 games, setting a team record for appearances in a single season. No one ever doubted how much Drew cared about helping his team any way he could, or his resolve on the mound to give his very best. Drew loves his baseball family, and even more importantly, he loves his real family. Thank you for being the person that you are and sharing that with us. Congratulations, Drew, and I wish you the very best at Radford next year. This year's most valuable player is a young man who has given 4 years to the Raiders baseball program. This player is one of the most focused players I have ever coached, from taking ground balls in practice to preparing his field to rest after a long practice or game. Davis was always spot on. When you hear the term go-to guy, Davis Yeaman comes to mind. Davis earned the rank of team captain as a junior and had to wait an entire season to show what it means to embody the perfect combination of intensity, effort, fun, humility, and just plain grit in the captain role as a senior. Davis wasn't just a leader with these qualities, but also led the team in batting average with .484, plate appearances at 90, runs scored 39, stolen bases 22, and on-base percentage a blazing 61%. All of these were the highest on the team this past season. He also only struck out 5 times in 90 plate appearances. Davis not only led the team in these categories, but also on defense with 33 assists. His speed and quickness was the catalyst to the dynamic aspect of this team, as well as his amazing plays. Davis's maturity allowed him to shine even brighter when his stats in every category improved as the season and the quality of our opponents progressed. Davis, you are a true most valuable player in every category. You win the hearts of your spectators, your teammates, and your coaches. Thank you and congratulations. I wish you all the best as you continue your education and your baseball career at Ferrum.